It's always something. Always something. Just when you think everything's going right, it doesn't. What are you gonna do? But for now, see how that looks. Audio looks good. Video looks good. Hopefully the mic holds up this time. That'd be nice. But yeah, I think we're good. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're all having an excellent day so far. It is Friday. It's the end of the week. It is day 2 of the Red Guardian grind. I'm grinding milestones, and that's what we're going to be doing here tonight. 6 stars in the featured 5-star arena, and then duck over, burn the 5 stars on the tier 4 basic arena. That should all run about the next hour and a half odd some, but welcome. Glad to have you here. I want to take a second and welcome the latest Vaughn subs to the channel. Thanks, guys, for subscribing. That's very much appreciated. Cheers for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes. Cheers on digging the videos that you've seen so far, and cheers for being interested to see all the cool stuff coming out still. So much appreciated. Glad to have you. Tobias, how you doing, bud? Happy Friday. Hope you're doing well here today. Hope you're going to have a excellent weekend here coming up. But without much further ado, let's get rolling. So I figure I'm going to start off over here in the featured 5-star arena, get the 6 stars rolling, get their refresh timer going too. So we're going to start with that. Now, it will be interesting to see, because this is going to be my main questing team for the featured 5-star grind starting up on Monday. And for the most part, I get the same team. A rank 3 Diaper Man, rank 3 Corvus, and a rank 3 Warlock. But every now and again, the bots like to throw somebody random or a random mix-up at me. So this is one of those examples. Diaper Man's here, Corvus is here, but they're throwing a 6-star Ghost as well. Not that it's overly difficult, it's just that, you know, when you're on round 200 and 130 of those fights have been the same 3 champs cycling over and over and over again, just makes you pay attention a little bit closer. Well, I mean, work is good. Work is good. Make some bucks. Do hope you get a bit of downtime, bit of R&R too, though. That way you can jump in, start next week off fresh. Yeah, that Elsa here is far and away my favorite champ, probably in the game. Not the best champ, but far and away my favorite to play. I was really lucky to get her as a 5-star. That's when I fell in love with her. Super lucked out, pulled a 6-star, had a 6-star skill awakening stone, and never second guessed myself there. So she's awesome, absolutely awesome. Solder, how you doing, bud? Happy Friday, my friend. How are you? Glad to have you here. It feels a little weird in a good way to be back grinding arena again. The last 2 nights I've been doing epic rifts for the Red Room event. Supposed to only have been 1 night, wound up getting stretched into 2 because of the maintenance, but again, I can't complain, it worked out pretty well. But now that just means I get to be back, put up some more points, get some more desperately needed tier 4 basic, a couple extra shards, start saving up for the next featured. You heard it here first, my guess for next featured for the vintage throwback champs are going to be Classic Daredevil and Black Bolt. At least that's what I'm hoping. Black Bolt because he already exists in-game. He's currently in one of the incursion crystals. But that's a 10% chance to get that dude, and that's ridiculously low for a one-shot. And Daredevil, just because his picture shows up already in the available 5 stars. But I don't remember him ever being available. So who knows? Again, who knows? Maybe he's going to be the off-week champ here after Red Guardian. Hope springs eternal. I'd rather him be an arena champ, though, personally, instead of being a featured 5-star. Because strangely enough, it's a lot easier to get him that way. Plus, it's classic Daredevil. I don't think his cutoff would be super high. I think he'd have a higher interest for being just the throwback champ. A lot of people being nostalgic for him as opposed to him being super meta-breaking nowadays. That having been said, maxed out Daredevil, still useful. Besides, when you compare classic Daredevil against Tigra, and them having effectively the same utility, being able to dex those hard-to-dex specials, I still think Daredevil would be a little bit easier to get your hands on, but it's all just speculation. Hopefully one of these days we wind up getting a big old buff for both him and his Netflix counterpart. Because that dude needs... It's understatement to say that dude needs some love. I think Daredevil Netflix is probably my least favorite champ in the game. Which is a real shame because the show itself is like peak superhero entertainment for me. I just love that show. Soldier, thank you very much. That's the goal. That is the goal. Got those Incinerate stock up there at the end. It's always fun watching those dudes melt. Yo, Jose, how you doing? I am doing exceptionally well. It's been a good week. It's been a fun week in game. It's been a good week IRL. Looking forward to the weekend and really looking forward to the big grind here coming up Monday. How are you doing? Hope everything is well and on the up and up. Glad to have you here. Nathan, how you doing, bud? Happy Friday. Oh. 5 period. So I gotta say, going into this week, when was it Otrix leaked that the new champs for next month. Yeah, cheers, Jose. Thanks for the sub. Much appreciated, bub. When Otrix leaked Tigra and Hitmonkey as the champs for next month, I was immediately underwhelmed. Then freaking Dave had to come out with his deep dive with Tigra, and son of a mother, I'm hooked. Not gonna be going for the crystals. Not gonna be going to the crystals. But I probably will be going for that arena. Not because I think it's super meta game breaking, or because like Tiger will find some roster on my A or B team for forever, right? But I just dig champs that have unique playstyles, you know? Especially when there's 170 odd some champs in the game anyway. And for the most part, especially for me, since I grind as much arena as I do, everybody fights the same way. You might get a little spice on the specials or whatnot, but for the most part, everybody plays the same way. Tiger, on the other hand, has a completely unique playstyle, similar to Quake and Ghosts, in the look of it, at least. So I'm very curious to get my hands on uh, one of her rarities and try her out. But I do think the 5-star would be fun to play. Again, not meta game breaking, probably not going to replace your Voodoos, your Dooms, your Clairvoyants, or your Supremes on your roster, but still, fun to play. Well, cheers. I'm sorry you had to deal with the clowns, those clowns. But yeah, the my alliance mates, they're good dudes. Pain in my butt, but real good dudes. Thank you again for the sub, my friend. Yo, PP, how you doing, bud? Thanks for stopping by. I will read your comment in just a sec, but it's Nick Fury, and since he's one of the more annoying people in Arena, I actually have to pay attention to this fight. Like, you get a team of Nick Fury, Weapon X, and then, I don't know, take your pick for whoever the third champ is. That just makes for a super annoying questing or arena team. Because on one hand, you mess up once and you're dead, but for two, it's an obnoxiously long fight relative to the benefit that you get out of it. But, BP. Well, cheers. Well, I do hope to see you later. If not, I hope you have a good weekend. Hope you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Now, also, speaking of Tigra, I know that it'll be interesting to see how her. It isn't the rupture, what's the first part called? The not nullify. The soul, no, not soul bond, that's Dormammu. Yeah, whatever. The discount nullify is, and how that interacts with some of the, like Angela, say, where she has a huge resistance to nullification, right? And especially some of the annoying nodes and story and quest content. Please don't kill me, that's not good. That's not good, I'm gonna die. Cedar, how are you, bud? Thanks for stopping in. There we go, that worked out. That worked out. I thought that Iceman had my number. And Roblox Kid is here too. Happy Friday, guys. I am sorry to say that tonight's stream is not going to be as interesting as last night's. Last night's was absolutely, positively insane. I thought for sure that Shiramoy was going to wind up unsubbing for sure. Just based purely on those stupid lucky pulls. But that having been said, I do have an Electro rank up video coming out probably next week sometime. I'm going to wind up doing that in bits and pieces. He's ranked up and awakened now, but I still have to do the gameplay segments. Just because I want to find some of the more interesting matchups to do with him. So look for that next week. Spoilers. I suppose I should preface that with spoilers. But it was a very, very, very good night. Alright, so here we go. We got Storm. You know who else? Speaking of Tigra, again, I'm gonna keep coming back to that. I really want to see Black Panther now, classic Black Panther. Now with the Tigra synergy and hopefully whenever they release the Hulkbuster buff, they keep that synergy too. Maybe throw in the increased bleed damage with, who is it? Civil War Black Panther and who is it? Hawkeye? If so, then that dude will absolutely just shred. Which is really nice because OG Black Panther synergizes nicely with a lot of people. Least of which is Storm and Storm X. So that could be a fun new team. Storm, Storm X, Beardo, Classic Black Panther, and Tigra. I think that's 5. That's not 6, right? That's 5. But them synergies are awfully fun. It'll be interesting to test out the Longshot and Rogue synergy, though, too. Because that may... Because she has a 100% chance to dex projectile specials, right? But that can be reduced, presumably with, like, Domino and certain nodes and whatnot, too. But with the Rogue Longshot synergy, then that boosts her ability accuracy, so that may be a way around that. That'll be interesting. Anyway, circling back around, are there certain matchups with Electro that you guys in particular would like to see? Yeah, Nathan, it's ridiculously close. It's ridiculously close. I'm hoping sometime next week, maybe, or the week after at the latest. But it depends. Obviously, it depends. What Nathan's talking about is that I'm on the tail end of a huge content creator push. I'm looking to join up the program, and those guys have a 500 subscriber minimum threshold to apply for the program. And thanks to you guys, I am ridiculously close. Ridiculously close. So if you haven't already, you could just take a second, like and subscribe to the channel, if you would. Obviously, no pressure. Please don't feel obligated. But if you do, thank you in advance. I appreciate it. But it'd be really cool, really cool to join up with the program. Get to test these dudes out and see what they can do. Kind of wet my whistle for when they come out live in game too. Because dang it, Red Guardian is still in arenas, and already I'm excited about the next champ. Presuming that Tigra is the next champ. It'd be weird to do a deep dive on her and for her not to come out for another, 3 weeks from now. That'd be a bit strange. So let's do this. Yo, Shadow. Mm-hmm. The one I'm most excited to test out is the synergy that he has with Stealth Spidey. And, aside from just having the trophy champ and a new champ to play as that I haven't got to take into, endgame content just because he's been a 4-star, it's been really for that synergy. And just see what that does for Stealth Spidey. And then really how that stacks too with the Nick Fury and Sparkles synergy. Because both the Electro and the Sparkles one wind up boosting his Fury. So then I just wonder how that all combines together. Should make for a fun night. Fun test. I also really wanted, actually, you guys, off the top of your heads, who's a good shock champ to fight in story mode? There's one in Act 6-4, isn't there? Like, no, I think that's Incendiary. Like, one path is Incendiary and one path is Cold Snap. I could have swore one of them was Shock, though, too. Because Electro is shock immune, and each time he's shocked, it actually greatly improves his own abilities. So you want to get shocked as much as possible. Makes him a great Doom counter. But taking him against a node that just shocks by itself, I think could be a lot of fun to test too. Drawing a blank off the top of my head though. Oh yeah. It's the only way I can keep these guys straight, you know? I'm not gonna waste a minute and a half with the ridiculously long names that they've got now. Black Widow Deadly Origin. No, it's White Widow. She's wearing a white costume. Black Widow is wearing a black costume. White Widow is wearing a white costume. Same with all the different Deadpools. There's Gold Pool, there's Platinum Pool, there's X Pool, and there's Red Pool. You know? Just keeps them all straight. Same with the, you know, Clairvoyant. She's Clairvoyant, not Black Widow. Arcus is Arcus instead of Vision. Kamala Khan is Kamala Khan instead of Ms. Marvel. It just keeps them all straight. Cheers. Alright, so we got Heimdall, throw up Monarch for good measure, and Jugs. Alright, so you guys will have to indulge me for just a sec. I'm just gonna take a quick tangent, because that bit about the shock path in Act 6 is bugging at me. It was... Which one was it? This one? This doesn't really matter. Yo, but Mole Man is like straight up immune to shock, right? Whereas Electro is the way I gather it is that it's like who am I thinking of? Corvus kinda, when he's got the glaive charges up. So he still stacks the bleed debuffs, but they aren't doing any damage. Here we go, it's this one. Okay, here we go. So yeah, I'm going to want to take him on this path. Now, granted, he's a 5-star rank 3, so it probably won't go well for him, but this could be an interesting node. Defender has a 50% chance to inflict me with shock on contact. So that could be interesting. I'd have to get through Electro first to get to Hood, because that static shock damage would just destroy me, but... But like Shadow for Electro, just speaking of whom. This bit, the passive, he takes no damage from shock effects, but each shock that he does get grants me an attack boost and an increased static shock damage, right, on block. And then to add to that, each of the shocks that I do get last 75% longer and are 75% more potent, which then affects, you know, obviously my increase in damage and how long I can do that. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I haven't seen a whole lot done with that. I think just because it's Electro, but then also because he's still pretty uncommon. He's available as a 6-star, but if you get a 6-star Electro, are you really gonna rank him up? You know, I don't think he's many people's first choice. So it could be interesting. May wind up doing that this weekend. Could be fun. I mean, if you've got a Dr. Doom, he's not going to be replacing your Doom in terms of shock immunity, but... but still fun. You know, and then you've got your whole slew of shock resistant champs like Fraggle Rock, like Nebula, Storm, Namor to a degree, I suppose. I mean, congrats? He's solid arena fodder. Glass half full, I guess, right? Yeah, let's do this. It's just unfortunate. Like, it's cool that Rhino and the Colossi are getting buffed, and Abomination are getting buffs with Red Guardian, right? It's really cool to see the 2 Black Panthers get a buff with Tigra, but at the same time, it kind of sucks that that's the way that these old, outdated champs are getting buffed, is that you need to get the new champ in order to buff the old champ. It's not just the old champ getting the buff to begin with. Feels like sometimes it should go hand in hand. And Electra's the same way. I mean, just imagine, like, if any of the original champs came out now instead of, you know, 2016. Like, how good OG Iron Man would be. I mean, look what they did with Infinity Man, right? And all the stuff that he could do. Maybe someday. Maybe someday they'll get around to it. I just hope that they're busy right now working on the next slew of cool things to reveal to the world. Especially since Variant isn't coming out till August. And that Treasury buff isn't coming out till August. Kind of makes me wonder what they got going on in the next 2 months, that the soonest they could get anything out is 2 months from now. I'm saying it's June already, it's close enough. Yo, Michael Vaughn, how you doing, bud? Happy Friday. Glad to have you here, dude. How you doing? Yeah, yeah. That's that is quite the setup. I think you could potentially have the most fun with Man-Thing, but just because of the heals, but that's a tough setup, damage-wise. Because Red Skull has the potential to fight at an extremely high level, especially when you get him woken up. The thing is, you have to play Red Skull at an extremely high level to get a high level of damage, and in order to do that, you actually have to play Red Skull, which is not fun. It's not fun. His base numbers are very unfortunately low, which sucks because I do really like Red Skull. I like his kit. I like the fact that it's a high skill requirement to get the most out of the character. It's just that, you know, like I said, the numbers just aren't there, so it's not really worth it. Michael, yes, I do have a 3 and 4-star Red Guardian. I don't have the 5 yet, but I'm hoping to get one next week. I'm going to be doing the arena starting up Monday, doing a big push. Speaking of which, while I'm doing this, I'm going to duck over and see how Katie's doing. She's doing the featured grind now. Just curious to see where she's at this point in day 2. But it's very exciting. As soon as I get the 5-star, if I'm lucky enough to get him from Arena, he's essentially going straight to rank 4 Awakened. I got a couple Awakening Stones. I got a 3 to 4 rank up gem. Got a couple of SIGs to throw at him. Not a whole lot, but a couple of SIGs. And then just get to play Red Guardian. Because the 3-star and the 4-star have been just so much fun. So much fun to play. Alright, so as of 4 hours ago, she's sitting about 35 mil, which is about halfway. It's a good place to be at. Oh, crap. Yep. That just was not going to get better. Oh, good. Good. Good on her. I hope she gets them. I really hope she does. Missing out on Aegon like that was brutal. And let's throw up Moon Knight. Just for kicks. Oh, big congrats. Big congrats. That's an amazing pull. Good job. Guardian's nice. The SIG ability helps, but it isn't entirely necessary. He's still extremely useful, even unawakened, which is one of the nice things about him. Kind of like Ghost. Just in that you still have most of their core utility just straight out of the box. Just having them awaken just makes life so much easier. But I just really dig the whole shield mechanic. Slow is nice. Don't get me wrong, that's a huge selling feature too, but the shield mechanic is fun. It is interesting though, any debuff heavy champ with Despair or Petrify Pacify can shut that, Petrify Pacify mainly, can just shut that dude down so fast. Like if you got a Sunspot is an amazing counter for that guy. You wind up getting like a bunch of Incinerates on him, which really nerfs the heck out of his shield. He's not able to lose shield charges, which means it doesn't break, which means you don't get stunned, which means you don't get destroyed. Plus, you know, it's Sunspot, so you're doing a lot of damage to begin with. It is, it's really hard. It's possible, but it's very hard, yeah. So I'm saying it just makes life so much easier. Especially if you get somebody who turtles up, because that's the kicker. If you've got an aggressive opponent, you'll get by. You'll get by with a bit of work. But if somebody just turtles up or is passive, or it's like a Mordo where they just shut down for a while, yeah, you're gonna be in for a bad time. Do that, and do that. Down goes Winter Soldier. You know, guys, I realized that I've never woken up my 5-star Winter Soldier. I was looking at that the other day, trying to figure out which Awakening Stone I wanted to go with the chronometer. And I realized, yeah, my Winter Soldier is still unawakened, which is really weird. It's not like he's a particularly good champ, but it was just really random. It's like one of those things where it's like, I thought I did. Guess not. Put that on the short list if he's ever in arenas again. Which, I mean, you never know. You got a Taskmaster one week, you got Hawkeye the other week. With immensely low cutoffs. Why not throw Winter Soldier in there for good measure? It does make me wonder who's going to be next. Just, again, because they've had two really ho-hum off-week champs. Because they've thrown Thing our way, too, on off weeks. So you go from a big grind to like a Thing and to another featured champ. We haven't had one of those for a while. Which new featured crystal? The 6-star that's coming out next week, or the 5-star in a month? I mean, either way, I wish you the best of luck. Hope you get who you're going for, but I'm just curious. Nice! Grats to Super. Shadow, who'd they wind up pulling? But still, that's a really, really lucky pull. Because it's like, what, a 5 or 8% chance or something like that to land on the feature drift? Michael, I most likely will as well. Because they've got a lot of good champs in there. I mean, Terax, he's the first feature, he's there. But then you've got Supreme and you got Stormax, who are amazing champs, right? And then you've got the two from this month, White Widow and Guardian, and then whoever the first champ is next time, who I'm still guessing is Tigra. Just because they don't have a Mystic champ in this bat. No, well, they do. They've got a skill champ too, so. I'm still guessing it's Tigra just because the early access, or not the early access, the deep dive was out. You know, with enough revives, anything is possible. But I mean, it kind of sucks at that point too, because what do? It's not like you can back out and bring somebody else in. Just kind of got to keep slogging on with it. You got a 5-star Awakening Gem, and guess what class you don't have? You don't have Science? You know who I'd really like to see as a 5-star is OG Ms. Marvel. I mean, obviously Wolverine, obviously Scarlet Witch. I mean, odds are we might wind up getting Joe Fixit too, because meh, why not? But like Ms. Marvel, there's no reason really that she's been left behind. She's really no different than Captain Marvel here. Just with slightly different synergies. But it's not like she's meta breaking or anything else like that. So she can be fun. Yeah. Is it too late to run a chronometer run and try and get a science that away, Michael? I'm assuming, but hopefully not. Still got, what, 3 days left of the event. 3 days and change. Alright, cool. So I got this and then one more round and then ducking out of the 5-star featured for the night. Gonna go over to the tier 4 basic. Because I need me some tier 4 basic. It's ridiculous how fast that goes. Like, fortunately, it's really nice that they're replenishing and having more ways of getting tier 1 alpha. That's nice. They're starting to hand that out a little bit more and get better options to earn it or buy it in the resource store, right? But tier 4 basic is still such a sandbag roadblock. You use a lot of it, not a whole lot of places to get it, and everybody uses it. Ah, shame. I wonder if Super's boosting too with like the 10, 20, or 30% boost. That would help. I mean, not a lot, but it might help a little bit. I'm sure he's probably thought of that though. That's like almost like Realm of Legends fight. Like each fight is almost like a Realm fight. Alright, so last up here we got Beardo, Vulture, and King Groot. Should put me pretty close to 9 mil. I don't think I'm going to hit 9 mil, but it should be pretty close. Not bad. Moving right along on that. I think really it's only for the people that wound up getting that chronometer. Because if you just run rifts normally without them, then yeah, you're absolutely right. I think they're really banking on people to have bought it. I mean, heck, I was really on the fence too. If they were to do another rift like this again in like 2 or 3 months, then I would not get the chronometer again. I just really needed it for that Black Widow. Sound effect on Vulture's wing pad is delayed. Weird. One of these days I'm also going to need to just turn off the music for the game and just listen to the sound effects. Not the stupid grunting that every character has. But like the sound effects of the special attacks. Like I only just picked up on like the FX that Vulture's wings have on the special one. Just for kicks. Yeah, it kind of seems that way. It's either that or like these are planned out so far in advance that they just guess where the meta is going to be like 4 or 5 months out, as opposed to like somebody sitting in the office last week saying, all right, well, based on where things are at right now, this would actually be useful for people starting up next week. I'm gonna stick with that. I think that's what it is, because that's the only way that some of these things would make any sense. Unless I think people are so desperate for just a shred of resources that they would be willing to shell out huge amounts of money for nothing. Yo, Shirmoy, how you doing, bud? Thank you for not unsubscribing yesterday. Appreciate that, bud. All the same, happy Friday. Hope you're doing well. You're just doing milestones, right? Come on. That worked out pretty okay. Cheers, everyone. that gonna do it? Yeah, it's gonna do it. Just very, very slowly. Okay, so it's still win streak 13 going on 14 here. So I'm still going to use my rank 4s just to like get to win 15. That's when they get rid of those King Thanos teams and start getting some regular points again. Funny how that works. Alright. Come on. Thank you. Let's see if that does it. It should do it. Yeah. Next up is underrated Panther Man. It is kind of freaky how the whole meta has moved away from Killmonger. Which is a real shame. Because, like, he can do stuff like this, right? Throw a special 2, eat a special 3. No biggie. Like it's nothing. I love it. Yo, Reaper, how are you? Happy Friday. Glad to have you here. Hope you're doing well. Hope it's been a good day. Hope you're getting ready for a big fun weekend here too. Oh, really? Nice. Well, Shermo, I really hope you get them. I really hope you get them. And then I really hope I get them, and then we can just swap stories about how awesome he is. Well, Michael, here's the thing, right? For those kind of arena grinders, right? So if you just refresh the same team over and over and over and over and over again, that's how you so 14. That's how you end up burning the units. Now the units stack up, right? But with a bit of time and patience, it essentially guarantees you the champion. Whereas you could open up an equivalent amount of crystals, right, and get absolutely nothing. So that's where the trade-off is. Or you could do it, you know, some of the way that other grinders do, that like Katie's doing right now, and Brian Grant when he grinds, and me too, is that you just use like literally everybody you have. So your win streak is in like hundreds upon hundreds upon hundreds, like bordering on 1,000 depending on how many points you put up. But you know, then you don't burn units and you still put up the points and you get the champ that way. But it's generally, that's the idea. Nah, Michael, you'd be surprised. Like, look at, go back to Cow Whale's videos from, you know, 6 months ago or whatever before he quit. You know, that dude spent $3,000 every 2 weeks to try and get the featured champ. And out of that, if he pulled the 5-star once or twice, he was lucky. And oftentimes, more often than not, he would never pull the featured 6-star. And that is quite a bit of change. So, I mean, like, I'm not going to knock Seaton, but, like, look at Seaton, too. Like, his whole business model relies on crystal opening videos, so I'm not going to knock him for that. It's his thing, and it works for him. But were he not to make, you know, the ad revenue based off of those videos, and would devote the money he spends on crystal openings to arena grinding, he would always get the champ and spend a fraction of what he does on crystals, so... Anytime I get an itch to just go crazy on crystals, I always watch Cow Whale's old videos. And then suddenly that feeling is gone. It worked for him. I'm never gonna shame somebody for their for wanting to spend or not wanting to spend, but it's a good lesson there too, I think. Well, you know what, Reaper? How about, why don't you do this? Why don't you just open up 1? Maybe 2. If you pull a 5-star out of those, awesome. If you don't, and you just pull like a 3-star, then, so be it. Get it out of your system without blowing your entire inventory. Play it safe. Because the last thing you want to do is just to blow your entire stash and then have like buyer's remorse after. Yep, exactly. See, the thing is, and that's the dirty secret of arena grinding, is that you wind up spending a lot less like resources, whether it's units or time or like refreshes or boosts, whatever, arena grinding, right? But the dirty secret about arena grinding is that you got like 90% of the battle is all mental for that. Like day 1 of arena grinding is not bad. It's not bad. It gets a little long, you know, by the end of day 1. Day 2 of arena grinding is when a lot of people break. Because it just sucks. You're like, hey, I've been arena grinding ever since this thing started. I'm only X amount of points in. I've got all these points left. And if I want to get there, it's going to take more time than I've spent already. It's a huge, huge commitment. And then plus staying like awake and alert and interested. Day 3 is usually a little bit better, provided you've been, you know, going at it hard the first 2 days. But yeah, the huge scores for featured arenas really, those are really something else. Yeah, Reaper, exactly. See, the catch is that you gotta walk away, though. That's the thing. There's always that mentality or the little voice in the back of your head that's like, all right, well, just one more, just one more, just one more. And trust me on that one. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. No, I get that. I get that. why you always got to have something else going on in the background. Like, it's really cool for me right now to be talking with all you guys. That helps me for Milestones here. It's going to help me for the grind next week. But, like before, and I'm probably going to do it next week too, is that, you know, binge a show. Turn on Netflix, turn on HBO, turn on Amazon, whatever it is you got. Let's put on a show, something you've been meaning to see, a movie you haven't seen in forever. Just have that play in the background. 99% of all the champs in Arena can be used the exact same way. 5-hit combo, 5-hit combo, 5-hit combo, special, 5-hit combo. Parry, dex, block, yada yada, right? One, being able to play the game in your peripheral vision. But at least that way it keeps your mind fresh. Yeah, and that's the other thing about arena grinding too, is that every hour and a half, 2 hours or so, you gotta get up, put the game down, go get something to eat, get something to drink, go outside, get the mail, you know, do the laundry, reacquaint yourself with your family members, you know, something like that. Just get your mind off the game, wake it up a little bit, use a different part of your brain, take a break, and then come back. Really helps with your focus. And then the third important thing is to eat healthy. Like, it's really easy to just plunk down the bag of chips or like a super sugary soda or something like that and just munch. But like, none of that does anything for your concentration. It's like being back in school again, really, you know, and going up for a big test. You want to make sure you get a good night's sleep the night before. You want to have a good breakfast. You know, all the stuff that they used to tell you back in school. It's the same mentality now. My education is finally paying off. I learned something. Leo asks, what device do I use? I have an iPhone 7 Plus. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Stupid. Stupid. Stupid suicides. That fight was bad. That should have been an easy W. Good. Congrats on the big Claire rank up. She's awesome. Well, you know, Shirmoy, on the other hand, so long as you're eating something and drinking something, that's a big win too. Lordy knows I don't stick to my own advice. Yeah, and yeah, the level up event helps. Like, it paces out your resource use a little bit too, which is nice. But then you get all the free stuff too. You get the free revive, you get the free 25 units, the free gold or whatever else the other stuff is. All the stuff that I get but I never pay attention to, still free stuff. why I like Arena, whatchamacallit, the Arena one, the hero use. Event Quest is just so stupid. I don't bother with that, but the other three are really nice. Ooh, Strange Pains are not good. Good, well, good. I'm glad you're doing better now. That would definitely give you a fright. Definitely keep your eye on it, though, just in case it comes back. Hopefully it doesn't, but still. Hopefully it's just being a bit dehydrated is all. Soldier asked for Thing. Are you saying for an arena here, or like a gameplay vid? Arena, absolutely. Gameplay, he's on the list, but he's not at the top of the list, unfortunately. Cheers. Cool. So that is one tier 4 basic in the bag. Still hoping that they make that same mistake again like they did a few months back, where they have 2 tier 4 basics as the last milestone instead of 1. That was a nice little mistake. Alright, so we got Thing. Let's throw up... Who else do we got? I think I already used Johnny and Torch. Yeah, or Johnny and Reed. But... there we go. Got Thing, got Corvus, and Archangel. So I'll do this. Let's do this. Alright, so get the heavy, get the heavy, get the heavy. Easy game, easy life. Just heavy the dude to death. Domino. Really, you don't want to evade? Come on. Thank you. Domino is always such a fun fight. Domino, that's the other one I was thinking of. A Domino, a Nick Fury, and a Weapon X. Alright, so let's have a little bit of fun with this. I've already won this round, so let's get Corvus to hit into me 15 times. And then now I'm unstoppable. Right? Now I'm gonna try and let him hit into me a couple more times. It's gonna be close, so. Because what I'm trying to do is build up to the special 3. Come on. Come on. There we go. Thank you. And then hopefully he lives through it. I'm assuming he will, but I'm hoping he does. Because then, good. That's when the fun begins. So now it's clobbering time. So now I'm unstoppable and unblockable. I'm not invincible, obviously. But then that's when you really can start having fun with Thing and just going crazy on the opponent. Come on, Wasp. Come on. Come on. Interesting. I still gotta figure out how Wasp is able to instantly end her cooldown for that shock evade that she gets. Yeah, Thing is ridiculous, especially if you pair him up with the champion. The synergy they have together is nuts. Like, that's where you start seeing like the peak Thing gameplay. Really hope to get myself a 6-star someday. Dude's a monster. Plus, when he's woken up, then he can start tanking special 3s. And higher his sig, the more he can tank. Dude's just real good. It's really hard to say which is the best member of the Fantastic Four. I think really it just comes down to being situational. Thing overall, I think, is the best. Torch has his moments to shine. Reed has his utility, which is, and the synergies he gets, which makes him insanely useful. And then Sue's coming back. I think Sue's probably the weakest of the four, but I've seen people put crazy numbers up too once they've got a handle for her invisibility. I definitely think Sue could be improved to make her a bit more accessible, but yeah, she gets some pretty good numbers too. Shearmore, if you're still here, if I could ask, where are you sitting on currently? You're at the end of day 2. Cheers. Very nice. Very nice. Yeah, you're getting there, my friend. Yeah, I just really hate how easy she can lose that, though. Like, if you get tagged at all with anything, you're done. And, like, it isn't like Ghost's phase where she can... Like if, you know, she faces back and then doesn't dex, like, a projectile special, then she's fine. But Sue, even if she does dex, then If she doesn't dex and just lets it pass through her, then she still lose her invisibility. Seems like well, it's a right inconvenience. Man, still too early for me to be yawning like that. Reed can be the most finicky. I'll give you that. Like, all the bells and whistles you get, though, for me, is the most redeeming quality. You get some really, really cool synergies. I dig the pre-fight ability. Both sets. Come on, dude. Game over already. Nope. Fella just had to hang on with 1% health. Good. Good. Good, good. Good on him. We'll pop over. Alright. Let's see what he gets. Slowing up. Super is gonna get... Oh, Surfer? No. Oh. Oh. Oh, no. That poor dude. That poor dude. I shouldn't laugh. That hurts. That hurts. He's got 2 more featured up, so I mean, it could still be redeemed, but that first one being a Red Skull, that's just brutal. Poor dude. Oh man. I know, exactly. All that effort for a bloody Red Skull. Poor guy. Oh. Archangel just melted there, I'll take that. Uh-oh. Freezing up. Wonder if this is just me. Nope, yep, just me. Poor dude. And that took a good while, too. Been talking about that for a while. Alright, but here in the meantime, got one of my favorite new champs, Storm X. Still want to take her up to rank 5 when I get the chance, but I'm still so strapped for resources. That I don't think is going to be for a while, unfortunately. Alright, so still got a little bit less than 400,000 to go, which is about 5 or 6 battles, so still in pretty good shape. To do a Magneto v Nick Fury fight tonight, though, so that'll be fun. And I'm hoping I'm able to do it. I'm gonna try it again. Because Magneto's special 2 just shuts down Fury's decoy. Like it's nobody's business. Oh yeah. Yeah. That, I think, far and away is one of the most... Like, up until Longshot got introduced into the game, that was probably one of my favorite things to do, to just absolutely melt somebody. Like, Archangel's neurotoxins, they stack up, they do a solid amount of damage, but it takes a sec. Like, you gotta charge up Nebula's thing for a while, but once you get there, it's just ridiculous. Alright, let's see now. So we can get this to work. We need to have him hit me a little bit first, though. I'm killing him too fast. Come on, my dude. Come on, my dude. If you could just, like, throw that special, that'd be great. That'd be great. Thank you. Alright. Alright, so now we're gonna get that special too. There we go. Yes! Got it. Yeah! Yes! Suck it, Nick Fury. Dude, you guys, what's up? How's it going, everybody? Cheers on the raid. Big rip to Super. Shadow was talking about it, so I had to pop over and saw it happen live. That's rough. That's rough. It's probably the hardest 20 sigs to ever get on a 5-star champ right there. It's admirable. It's stupid admirable. But yeah, that sucks. Poor guy. Michael, I hope you wind up getting those. I really do. In some form, at least. If not the 5-star, then a 4. Because most of those guys are still able to compete at a high level, even though that they're like 4 stars. Sunspot and Hyperion especially. Lucas, cheers. How you doing, bud? Glad to have you here. Thought that that Carnage was just gonna ruin me right there for a sec. But yeah, definitely pour one out for poor Super. He still has those 2 other ones, so I'm hoping that the other 2 kind of right the ship a bit, because he deserves some good luck after that. Yo, man, Moses, how you doing, bud? Thanks for the Super raid. Glad to have all you guys here. Thanks for stopping by. Got a chill grind here. I'm just putting up some of the last points in the Tier 4 Basic Arena. Already got the first 1.1 mil milestone. Well on my way to 2 mil. A little bit earlier in the stream, I did the 6 stars running through the featured 5-star arena. Going for milestones there for Red Guardian. Looking to land somewhere in the 15.5, 16 mil range. Should be plenty. And if you are going for Red Guardian in Arena as a 5-star, 4-star, 3-star, whatever, I wish you guys the best of luck. I'm going to be going for him myself here starting on Monday. I'm going to be doing a big, long grind starting up Monday morning when that arena starts. So if you're free, if you want to stop by, that would be most appreciated. Looking forward to saying howdy and chatting with you guys then. Yo, Super, the man himself. Well, you know, congrats on those extra 20 SIGs, my friend. But I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do hope you put that out as a standalone video though, because going through an entire epic rift with 2 stars is truly worthy of the namesake of epic. Yeah, Reaper between like a really solid team would be Proxima, Corvus, just obviously Corvus, and Nebula. But you can substitute Corvus for Aegon, and that'd be a really solid team too. Kind of cover all the bases there, have a nice little synergy trifecta. Lucas, I am doing exceptionally well. It's been a really solid week, just in real life, but I had a really good night for Red Rifts yesterday. Wound up pulling a 2-star Corvus, which is fantastic. No 2-star Elsa. That's really who I was hoping for, but all around it went pretty well. Pretty well. I did. Shadow was talking and giving me a play-by-play, and then when he said that you had finished, that's when I jumped over and saw the opening live. I couldn't believe it. You had so many good rollovers there. Rolled over from Surfer, rolled over Mojo. I wanted it to roll one more over, but there we go. Oh, good. I'm looking forward to seeing that, but then I'm also really looking forward to seeing the fights themselves. You know, 2-star against those epic bosses would be really fun, especially the White Widow at the end. Just to see how it went. And I do wish you, again, the best of luck on the last 2 features. Yeah, seriously. The game does that on purpose too. And then whatever it is you wind up landing on, the very next one always winds up being some amazing pull. You know, whether it's a Cav and you land on a 3-star and the next one is like a 6-star Nick Fury. Or even for the features, right? In that case, you know, land on a Red Skull. And the next one would be, you know, a Silver Surfer or a Domino or whatever. In my case, Electro. Can't even tell you how many times I got troll rolled over from the Electro I was going for to, I don't know, to somebody who was, you know, SIG 80 already. Not fun. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's going to be really fun seeing Widow in arenas. Just with everybody's mastery setups. Not looking forward to it, not gonna lie. Really not looking forward to it, but Super, again, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the raid, everybody. Really appreciate that. Pour one out for Super. I do wish you good luck on the next 2 features that you do open up. And I mean, I guess glass half full, pulling even a red skull out of featured, at least it wasn't 5 signature levels on Sigstone, at least. But anyway, take care, bud. Alright, now, after this round, I gotta see where I'm at point-wise. I think I'm pretty close, but I still think I've got another fight or two to go. Come on, Lucas. Mr. Lucas. Oh no, that's it. That's it. Perfect. Farther along than I thought. I'll take it. Well then, with that, I got enough time to do one fun fight. So I may wind up going in just melting Winter Soldier with Elsa, or if there's somebody else you want to see just for kicks, throw them up quick. But quick Winter Soldier fight, that could be a good way to close things out here for the night. Hey, well, Reaper, congrats on Nova. Nova's a good pull. Featured champ, dude, super annoying on defense. Plus, nobody knows how to fight him because he's still super rare, so big congrats. Oh, yeah. That's sure that, my friend, is an understatement. That is an understatement. Freaking Nick Fury, man. So I pulled a featured Sentinel. It's not bad. Alright, so let's just go in here and lay waste. So I'm going to bring in Elsa. To buff Elsa, I'm going to throw in Beast. And then, let's see, who else do I want to throw in? Otherwise, it doesn't really matter too much. Oh no, you know who will be fun? Sunspot? No, not that Sunspot. This Sunspot. Sunspot with Hela with... where you at? Heimdall. That way we get the extra boost too. Cool, let's do it. Now this isn't going to be an immensely straightforward fight, just because I am running suicides. So I'm going to wind up taking a lot of damage just from recoil. But so what I'm going to want to do is get some of the multipliers up from the get-go. The evade gives me a multiplier, ending on a light attack gives me a multiplier. What I'm trying to do here is twofold. I'm trying to get as many multipliers up at one point as possible, and I'm also trying to burn through all of the buffs on my side. What the burning through the buffs does on my side is that increases Elsa's power gain while she's depleted of each of the cartridges, is the official lingo. So a good strategy is just to cycle through those, keep the increased power gain up, and then just cycle your special ones, really. I'm forgetting one of the coolest ones though is by throwing the special 3. The special 3, what that does is you get 3 lengthy, whatchamacallit, prowess, I think. Right, where they deplete 1 at a time. And that just adds to the overall damage. It's not the fastest way to fight the Winter Soldier here, but if you're a fan of red numbers, else is your gal. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, and it's real nice. Oh, a couple pots, very nice. And it's nice to see Beast get a bit of love too, you know. Like he's got that synergy with Namor for beach pods, and then who is it? Is it Supreme that he's got the synergy with? The blue people one? Sounds familiar. Where's she at? Oh no, she's not. Why isn't Beast part of Beautiful People? It's a really nice synergy to have, though. Yeah, that's actually a really nice synergy to have, because each of those champs synergize with a whole nother branch of people, too. Nebula gives you the bonus with Proxima and Corvus. Champion gives you benefits with Thing and Aegon. Not that he really needs added block penetration, but... And then Archangel, basically with all the other mutants. Not bad. But, alrighty guys, that's going to do me for tonight. Wound up getting all the milestones in the Tier 4 Basic Arena, which is excellent. Sitting on about 9.5 mil for the 5-star Featured Arena, which is well on my way to the 15, 16 I'm going for milestones. I want to say a big thank you, first off, to Super for the raid. Thanks for everybody who's been hanging out with him and came over to say howdy. Cheers, everybody. Good to have you here. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Big thank you to everybody else who's been watching with me here the last hour, 40 minutes odd so. It's been good talking with you guys, and it's always fun just getting to say howdy, talk shop while I'm putting up some points. So, much appreciated. If I could ask you guys, though, to take a quick sec and like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be very, very much appreciated. I'm within a stone's throw away of hitting 500 subs, which is the cutoff to apply into the content creator program here. And that's the goal. That'd be pretty cool. So obviously, no pressure one way or another, but if you could, if you would, thank you. Thank you in advance. Where was I? Lost my train of thought. But that, again, is going to do me for tonight. Thanks, everybody. Take care. Till next time, I'm going to be streaming here maybe tomorrow night, maybe Sunday night. But then starting on Monday night is going to be, or Monday at 10 a.m. my time. As soon as the arena starts over, I'm going to be starting in on the Red Guardian grind and just going buck wild on that. So hope to see you guys then. And if not, I'll see you regular time Monday. I'll be here putting up points. All right, everybody. Till next time. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everyone. Bye for now.